Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today's presentation is about choosing keywords for your manuscript. Well, this presentation is a part of a playlist on master thesis and PhD dissertation writing. I hope you watched previous videos. Well, the purpose of today's presentation is to learn about the purpose of identifying keywords and adding them in your manuscript and how to select them in an effective way. I'm going to talk about why do we use keywords, how to identify them, some examples and some takeaway messages. So let's start with the first question. Why do we use keywords if we have already a title for our work? Well, the main purpose of using keywords is to extend the search scope on research engines, and in the same time also make it easy to index your manuscript in catalogs in libraries. Once you are adding keywords, they are seen as additional and complementary words that are not found in the title that will expand the scope of search, so that if anybody using words that are not found in the title but could be found in the keyword catalog or strings, they will lead to your research. So actually you are increasing your chances to be found in search engines and catalogs. Now, how can we identify keywords? First of all, we need to avoid using keywords that are already found in the title. So this is the first advice. We must come up with new words that are not in the title, that are relevant to our research topic. Secondly, we must come up with complementary words that are expanding the scope of research. If, for example, I could not use certain term or geographical location or specific information or feature or attribution in the title, I can include it in the keyword as a complementary word, so that when somebody is using this word, he or she can find my study much easier. Also, another important advice is to make sure that to use source words or strings. You need to know that when we are using keywords, we have very limited words to add. Sometimes there are only 6 keywords that we can use, or sometimes 5. In any case, we will not have a lot of opportunities to add endless words. So therefore, if we are using a word, it's better to use the source of the word. For example, instead of using building, use build. Instead of using builder, use build. This means that my research will appear in a larger research scope, and this will allow others to find me once they write building or builder or any other form of the word starting with B-U-I-L-D, they will find my research. So actually I'm making sure that my research will be found, and therefore I advise you to take the source word for the chosen term. Another important advice also is to include your keywords in your abstract. All your keywords must be found already in the abstract. This is very important for nesting and wiring, so that the research engines will find these words and directly connect the keywords to the abstract and to the title. Now let's take some examples. How can we conduct these exercises, or how can we choose our keywords for our research? Now, let's say I have this paper and I have a paper title, and I want to select for the paper title the keywords. The paper title is Future Trends, Concepts of Adaptive Facade Systems. Those 6 words are found in the title here, Future Trends and Main Concepts of Adaptive Facade Systems. So if we divide this title, we can find main 6 words in the title. What I need to come up with when I'm developing my keywords, I need to come up with a set of other words that are not found in the keyword, in the title, but that are complementary and expanding the research scope. Classification, envelope, framework, content analysis, smart, in-depth interview, because this is representing the research that I conducted. And let's be very concrete. If somebody is conducting a search with the term facade, he or she highly probably will find my research, because in the title is the word facade. But if this person, instead of using the term facade, is using envelope, and I did not include envelope in the keywords, they will be highly probably not going to find my study. So you need to live with the fact and with the scenario that others will not all the time use the same terms that you are using in the title. And therefore, you need to find alternative, famous and common words for some of the title words that you used and include them as keywords so that when somebody is searching, you will be expanding the research scope and increasing the chances of being found in relation to your keywords. So this is a very good example for such a practice. Now let's move to another part of the example. I started to conduct a search on Google Scholar using those 6 keywords as I indicated. Unfortunately, ranking, I ended up being the study number 10 or 11 in the top found studies on Google Scholar when I chose those 6 keywords that are only found in the title. However, when I added the keywords to the cloud of words, meaning that I added the words of the title with the words found in the keywords, the paper popped up as the first popping up on the Google Scholar list, meaning that I increased the chances being found as soon as possible. So therefore, keywords are so crucial because they provide complementary information that could not be included in the title, and therefore you need to take the time and the effort to formulate them. I'm done with the presentation. Some takeaway messages regarding the keywords choice. Take care, keywords should be complementary to the title words and never the same. Make sure to include the keywords in the abstract. Use the source words and chop the term into 2 single words and make sure that you get the origin of the word as your keyword. And finally, learn about the article indexing and automated search and how it happens, because all that will make you more sensitive to come up with keywords that are more successful and effective in relation to making your research easier found. Thank you very much for your attention. We are here presenting how to choose keywords as part of a playlist on master's thesis and PhD dissertation writing. I invite you to watch the following videos to build up your knowledge and improve your manuscript. Today's presentation was about choosing keywords in your manuscript. Thank you very much for your attention.